Hey guys, Jason here with a word of the wise. I got to run out on some business and I'm going to use some of my break time to make this video. I I'm super busy. I'm trying to be very on top of my work, and I work at a factory and I take care of the building, and it's a lot. It's a lot. I tried to make this video a few times yesterday, but I had to kind of get my finger kind of on some things. And of course, by this morning, things that I was wondering yesterday had popped up. So let me just show you guys a lot of this, what's going on. And this is going to tie into a lot of the last videos I've already made weeks ago, and showing how these things are building. It's not just ideas anymore. These things could possibly really start happening. We were talking about states declaring their sovereignty. I showed that video with the Canadian, I believe it was Alberta. I recorded the video. If you want to go back in my videos and just check it out, she's on the thumbnail. It's basically just a recording of her, and it's a public service announcement saying that they are not going to be a part of any energy agreements because they don't have the infrastructure, and you're putting them in a bad place financially, economically, and what have you. So you could see how other states, when they're going to be put into these positions of compliance, whatever may come in our future here in the next few months, because I'm seeing this bug that's developing right now, a new style. They had something they were kind of just lingering on for a while a few months ago, but now there's something else. And if you remember where we were back in 2019 around this time, it was just a kind of a situation that was happening in a small region of the world, and by January it got into everybody's news feeds, what have you. By February it was be careful, beware, and by March it was declared. So we're in December mode right now. You better believe that they're not going to stop America functioning right now in this holiday season. There's billions of dollars, if not more, transferring hands, and all those people are probably highly invested, and they're not going to let anything happen during this time. By next year, you better believe they're all for it, because they got nothing else to worry about. They've just made billions of dollars, if or millions, whoever is investing in what. But just a word here, just keep in mind. So let me show you. So I saw this video clip from Theology Ed. He was showing this shattered union, and it says in the title here how Trump is kicked off of the Colorado ballot. Now, if other states follow suit saying they don't want to have somebody like this even being considered, and yet if there's some sort of a constitutional thing that's being withheld, not allowing him to, because his courts, all these things he's been, getting tried for, not really panning out in any which direction. But he shows how this video game kind of goes along with the whole Biden-Trump scenario. And not to mention, if you're looking at the coins again, we'll get there, but this morning, that's what I see, is the Supreme Court in the news feed over here showing that they're going to be highly involved in the elections this year. I wonder. And looking at, if we go back into the 7 laws that have always been kind of lingering, just always in the rumor mill, well, what's the last one? Having just courts. Now let's look at those coins again. There's the Nikki coin, showing how they have the 70 nations, and then when you flip it over, you have the Sanhedrin courts. And I can only wonder, because here we have this buildup of this whole new thing that's going to probably be tying up a lot of our time, and it's going to be something that's going to be pushing a lot more of which direction we are allowed to go. I can only say, watching a lot of Days of Noah, he shows a lot of the technocracy, that's being built up while we're sitting here looking at skirmishes that are happening here, there, and I'm sure they're going to start spreading a little more everywhere. Not everywhere, but, the poking of the bear has been going on for quite some time. But I can only imagine that if it gets pushed over a border, then you're going to get somebody else involved with that whole country over there. And then the same thing going on over in the Middle East. If somebody just kind of pushes one direction too far or somebody else wants to join in, now you're going to have spreading. Well, you can't, don't you shoot at my friend because, then we'll get involved. And don't you hurt them, and don't you do this, and they don't deserve, they're, them, this, that. All of a sudden, just a word of the wise.